inhale, exhale. Okay, hands up, reach down, 1, 2, 3, to your right, to your left, center, inhale, exhale. Hands on your waist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Center, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and stop. Center, cross, hold your knees, circular movements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Switch feet, switch hands, 1, other direction, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and stop. Center, hands on your waist, neck turning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Back and forth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Center, tilt to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2. Center. Okay, rotating down, 1, 2, 3. Reverse, 1, 2, 3. Center, hands up, pull in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, spread your feet, turning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, turn, stretch it out. Switch. 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 Straighten the front knee. Switch. 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 Center. Okay, we can shake it out. Okay, hands up. Pull in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hands to your waist. Shoulder roll. Reverse. Release. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe through the nose, tongue touching the roof of your mouth. And stop. Hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, wrists. Okay, reverse. Okay, palms down, bigger circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, shake it out. Hands up, pull in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go do side to side shifting. Just find your center over each leg. And center. Okay, lift. forward, we'll insert the needle, so we're going to up and down. So the opposite hand connects with the opposite knee. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up. Okay, we'll switch the other side. Left foot forward, fingertips right side down. Okay, lift and down. So when you're in this position, then you sort of the right hand is picking up the left knee, or your left knee. And center. Okay. So do the leg swing. Right side. And switch, other side. And center. Okay, go side to side. And center. Okay, good. Ready? Swing. And center. Okay, good. Deep breathing again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, silk rilling. And center. Okay, switch. the arms, right foot forward, opening and closing. Ready? Expand and relax. So you're folding and unfolding. Switch. Okay, center. Feet parallel. Preparation. And center. Okay, lower hoop. back. Extend. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Diagonal flying. Switch. Okay, center. Cloud hands. Okay, palms down. Lift up, carry tiger to the mountain. Okay, infinity sign. Okay, form the fist. Okay, palms together. Strum the lute. Okay, turn, draw the bow. Okay, fan to the back. Okay, right side, right hand on top. Left side, left on top. raise the hand. Okay, palms down. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we can want to try go through a bit of the sequence before you break up. So we can condense it a little bit so I have some room. All right. Okay, ready? We'll do the short form, the parallel preparation. Begin. Shift your weight, step up on the left side. Horizontal elbow press, turn. Flip the elbows. Step up. Right side, grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Hold the ball. Shift. Diagonal flying. Shift. Step up. Press forward. Raise the hand. Bend from the waist. Stork flaps wings. Turn. Toe heel pivot. Brush knee 4 times. Sit back. Second brush knee and push. Sit back. Go forward. Left side twist step. Right foot steps through. Brush knee and push. Okay, sit back. Go forward. Front toe twists out. Brush knee, right push. Find your center line, neutral position. Turn to your right. Back to center. Lean forward. Close the door. Form the right fist. Step up and punch. Sit back, divert, block, and punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Okay. Back to neutral, turn. Fist under elbow. Neutral position left. 3 times going backwards. Repulse the monkey. Going to your right, horizontal elbow, straighten the back foot, reverse the stance. Okay, third, repulse the monkey, retreat by stepping back, and left side push. Neutral position right, hold the ball, twist step, step through, diagonal flying. Sit back to center, insert the needle, step up, Adjust your feet. Set up your hands. Fan to the back. Shift your weight. Pivot on the heel of the back foot. Stroke down. Invert the hand. Parry and punch. Form the fist. Step through. So you're punching with the right. Infinity left. And punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain, push. Then you bring the hands down, you pivot toward the rear corner, carry tiger to the mountain, then you're going to cross the forearms, your left hand to the outside, lift the left hand, bend from the waist, go counterclockwise, turn to your left, toe heel pivot, left side grasp the sparrow's tail. Left side single whip. Palm side goes in, hook side goes across, flip the hands over, reversing the ball, diagonal flying. Sit back, stroke down, pot the horse's mane, left arm forward, step up, twist step, step through, right hand forward, pot the horse's mane. The right foot crosses over the front. Jade Lady work, shadow left side. That's your left foot forward. Now we're going to cross over left foot to the right side forward. Go to neutral, horizontal, go to vertical, Jade Lady work, shadow. Drop your elbow, hook your wrist, turn toward the front again. Open the single whip. Drop the left hand down, drop the right hand and the left goes up. Cloud hands, 4 movements. There's 2. This is your 3rd movement. This is your 4th movement. And then back. Hook your wrists and you're in single whip again. Palm in, hook across, level, flip the hands over like before, diagonal flying, fingertips to the side, go backwards, close the form. Okay, hands up, deep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So good. So you got to the end. Is this the first time? Yeah. Oh, we can try. You want to try it again? Would you do it one more time? Take it from beginning to end, and then you can follow on. Then you can break it up, and Mina can work on any details and all pieces that's there. All right, ready? All right, ready. Preparation. Step up left side. This is your neutral left. Here's your horizontal elbow. You sit back and turn the corner. Flip the elbows, stroke down. Right side goes forward, grasp the sparrow's tail right side. Hook your wrists to single whip. Hold the ball. Shift. Slant diagonally like this. Step up. Go to neutral. Press forward. Raise the hand. Go right through center. Bend. Stork flaps wings. And return. Toe heel. 4 brush knee. Starting on your right. Second on the right. Brush knee and push. The third one goes to the left. Fourth one back to the right. Then we go to left side neutral vertical, go to the right 45 degrees, back to the left side middle, lean forward, step up and close the door. Form the fist. Draw back, step through with your left foot. Punch. Sit back, infinity sign. Divert and block. Punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Sit back to neutral. Turn. Fist under elbow. So you make two fists, put the right hand underneath the elbow. Reset to neutral. Horizontal left. Repulse the monkey 3 times. Forward and reverse. Neutral left side. Forward, turn to the left, and reverse the stance. Go to the right side, vertical elbow, horizontal, elbows twisting and stepping through to hold the ball, diagonal flying. Go back to center, shift your weight, insert the needle, step forward, adjust the feet so you're in a horse stance, fan through the back. Turn, stroke down, invert the hand, parry and punch. Form the fist and punch. Divert, block and punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Bring the palms down, sit back, pivot on the heel and the heel. Go up, carry tiger to the mountain. Square the feet, even them off, toes line up, shoulder width. Cross the forearms, left hand to the outside. Lift the left hand, bend from the waist. Stork flaps wings. Toe heel pivot, we're going to head toward the opposite side. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Left side. Hook your left wrist. Turn to the back side. Open the single whip left. Palm side in, and you lower the hoop. Hook side across and you level. Holding the ball, reverse the ball. Diagonal flying. Sit back, stroke down. Left pot to horse's mane. Go to neutral, step through. Stroke down, right pot to horse's mane. Cross corner to the left. Left side Jade Lady work shuttle. We cross corner to the right side. Jade Lady works shuttle right side. Sink your elbow, vertical elbow, hook your wrist, turn back to the front. Single whip. Okay. Cloud hands, pivoting on the heel, pivot on the right foot, pivot on the left foot, pivot to the right, hook your wrists, back to single whip. Hold the ball, reverse the ball, pivot, swing your toes around toward the side, spread the feet, spread the arms, step backwards, fingertips go to the front, cross the forearms, elbows to the side, and back to center. Okay, good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So, mind you want to take the moment, reinforce that, then you can start learning the long form eventually. Yeah, good. So we'll go through the long form now. Yeah. So Sam, you want to stand here? Over here. I'm going to stand over here. Yeah, you can stand over here. Yeah. So, because most of the form goes kind of like this, so I'll stand over here. We have the mirrors. We have some mirrors over there. And so you just follow along. All right, ready? So those of you who don't know, Nan about a month and a half ago had a hip replacement, so she's got a right new hip. She's back to Tai Chi. So yeah. So look, yeah. So she's up and around. I actually right after the surgery, she was up and down the stairs the next day. So anyways, so I think she's gonna start Kung Fu next week, right? Or something like that. Aren't you starting Kung Fu? Okay. Okay, ready? All right, preparation. Step up, press forward, okay? Sit back and turn. Step up, grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrists, single whip. Okay, hold the ball, transition through the diagonal flying, step up and raise the hand. Bend from the waist, stork flaps wings, toe heel pivot, brush knee set up 4 times. Going to your left, brush knee, left side. Neutral position, going forward, sit back and twist step, brush knee and push, sit back, strum the lute, close the door, form the fist and punch, divert, block and punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Bring the hands down. Here's your carry tiger to the mountain. Sit back, square the feet, cross the arms, turn to the left corner, right side, oblique brush knee and push. Sit back, set up your left side, turn to your left to preset the rotation, and then you unwind the waist, you turn to brush knee left push. Set up your right, grasp the sparrow's tail, right side, hook your wrist to the oblique single whip. So we're facing that right corner in the front. Then we pivot and pivot, adjust and kind of get this left foot in the right place so we can create the fist under elbow position, reset the neutral, repulse the monkey. Repulse the monkey second time. And third time. Neutral position, lower hoop, twist stance. This is your scissor stance, opening the stance to the side. Then we hold the ball and resume to diagonal flying, shift, step up, press forward, raise the hand, bend from the waist, stork flaps wings again, turn, brush knee, set up, right side push 1 time. Relax the shoulders and elbows, sit back, insert the needle, step forward, fan through the back, turn, stroke down, hammer fist, invert the hand, turn to the back fist by parry and punching, form, yep, then we're going to form the fist and retreat, divert, block, and punch. We step up to grasp the sparrow's tail, and we hook the wrist, single whip. Hold the ball, setting up for the first set of cloud hands. One with a little bit of a shift and jog, turn, step out, 1, 2, 3, down, pivot, step out, turn to the left, turn to the right, turn to the left, back to the corner, single whip, 1, 2, pivot, set up your hands, flip it over, high pat the horse, elbows coming in, shoulder width, flip it over, instep kick with the toe, set it up, cross over, flip one time, fold the elbows, toe kick, turn, pivot on the heel, set up your arms, left heel kick, go back to neutral left, set up your brush knee, palm strikes right, and then we're going to go to the left. Twist, step, step through, brush knee, second push. Third setup goes back to the right side, twist step, step up, brush down, planting punch, sit back, turn, parry and punch. Set up your hands, flip it over, high pat the horse, flip it over, fold, lift the elbows, stroke out with the leg, cross behind, bring the right hand up, flip the hand over to in this corner, drop it down, stroke down, pass through the rear corner, set up your hands, clench your fists, sit back and pivot on the heel of the left foot, lower the lower hoop, cross the forearms, level the elbows, heel kick, 2 punches to the ear. Sit back, flip the hands over, fold, parting leg, turn, flip it over, fold the elbows, parting leg, stroke down, invert the hand, parry and punch, form the fists, step up and punch, sit back and divert, block and punch. Bring actually the left to the outside, separate the hands, push forward, bring the hands down, sit back, turn, carry target to the mountain, cross the forearms, second set of obliques, left side round, pre-twist, turn, unwind the torso and push left, right side, grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrist, turn back to the front, and we hold the ball, and then reverse. Diagonal flying. Sit back, pot the horse's mane 5 times. Then we step through, left side, pot the horse's mane. Step up, pot the horse's mane. 5th, pot the horse's mane. And then we have the four corners. Cross step, left side J Lady work shuttle, double pivot, double step, pivot on the heels, cross over and step up. Right side J Lady work shuttle, drop your elbow, stroke down, pot the horse's mane. Now we cross over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pivot, pivot, step, step, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Forward and back and forward. Drop your elbow, hook your wrist, turn to the front. Stroke across, hold the ball, second set of cloud hands. And we're back. Single whip. Pivot, set it up. Cover hand, snake sticks out tongue, invert the hand, pull down, step up, pass through your center, lift the knee, press down, thrust with the fingertip, and then pull back, and then go to neutral. Repulse the monkey again 3 times. One more to the left. Neutral to lower hoop, pivot into a twist stance, lift up, open the stance, go to horse stance to hold the ball. Shift diagonal flying, shift step up, press forward, raise the hand. Bend from the waist, stork flaps wings. Turn, brush knee 1 time, insert the needle 2nd time, fan through the back 2nd time, turn, parry and punch in this format 2nd time, and we're going to step forward, step up, punch, divert, block, and punch. Step up, right side, grasp the sparrow's tail again. Hook your wrists, back to single whip. 3rd set of cloud hands. Shift. And hook your wrist back to single whip. Starting position, pivot to this setup. Flip it over, turn the shoulders while you step forward. There's palm strikes face. Sit back, cross the arms as you turn, single lotus kick. And we do a brush knee when you set up to left side push. Then we're going to set up the right side and punch down the crotch. Sit back, twist step, step up, grasp the sparrow's tail again. Hook your wrists, 2nd downward posture from single whip. Cover hand, snake sticks out tongue, invert the hand, flip it over, pull down, step up, crossing but staying in this position. That's 7 star, retreat, turn, hook your wrists on the left. Okay. Ride the tiger. Palm strikes face left. Turn, change the palm position. Lotus kick, double lotus. Draw bow to shoot tiger. Find your center line. Bring your top hand down to this setup. Flip the hands as you turn. Come through center and finish in the leaning position as palm strikes face. Set up, pivot, 180-degree turn, parry and punch. Bring your left hand up to set up. You flip the hands over, high path to horse. Sit back to neutral left as you pass through to step up to the right side. For right side, grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrists and turn back to the front. Hold the ball. Flip the hands over. Diagonal flying. Fingertips to the side. Retreat. And close the form. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So how's everybody feel? Yeah.
Think about set up for the kicks. 1, 2, up and down is like but I saw you go 1, 2, and then like.
Oh, for the kicks or for, yeah, so the setup is really, you know, this position. So that's a vertical hand. So a lot of, everything we do is really referencing your body, right? So this hand is in front of the face. So palm strikes face is typically that position. And this hand is here in the horizontal elbow position. But because it's singular in each space, then they merge to the middle. See, if you have a double hoop, typically it's lined up with your shoulders. So if you use those reference points, then the size of those positions is what your muscle memorying. And then when those positions are muscle memory, there's a shape and a size. Then when you transition through your postures from one, position to the next, or connecting one posture to the other, you're going to pass through these positions consistently, and that's what accuracy of movement is. So because we learn as a habit, really, we're creatures of habit. So when we do something over and over again, eventually the body learns it as that. And if it's always different, your brain and your body really is confused. It doesn't know. So most of the time when we learn, especially movements, we just kind of mimic it, and we create what we assume is the same action. But when you start to look at it from another point of view or perspective, then you'll end up seeing that, well, I'm not doing exactly what I think I was doing, until you look in the mirror and you realize your hands are all over the place, right? And then as you start to build that muscle memory, it becomes a feeling. And what that feeling is identifying that that's what it is correct over time. And that doesn't stop evolving, because you're going to constantly realize that there's differences from how you were doing it and how you're going to try to evolve too. So flexibility, alignment of body, integration of your body become important. And then the structural integrity of positions. So we think of structure as framework. So our framework is our skeleton. And how do we determine if the framework is correct? So reference points gives you the size. Transitions give you the integration of those parts that create the pattern, and that eventually turns into functionality. And functionality, what is that movement potentially doing? It's not always just a martial arts technique. Just the way you move, how the joint is designed to move, what muscles involved to get that to happen, becomes something that you know sort of gets refined, and that refinement is approaching naturalness of motion. So what is naturalness of motion and naturalness of position? When your arms hang down in a vertical position, that's a natural position. The reason for that is because it doesn't take much effort for that to happen. It just hangs. Gravity creates that position. And in fact, your whole body is actually, when it's in the stand-up erect position, is just connected and hanging in a vertical as it can be. And that alignment, which is really the vertical alignment, is what your body over time experiences as building balance in framework. But balance and framework is balancing of the musculature. Because if one side is tighter than the other, it's going to pull you out of alignment. So that's what we try to do, is to work through the process and using postures to create these different alignments. But with that said, every posture has its unique structural integrity, and it has its unique functionality and what it's used for. So on the martial arts side of it, when you use your movements, you really don't even know how to do that. So you have to go through a phase of learning, building sensitivity of position and what forces are acting on your body. So one of the forces acting on your body without anybody actually doing anything to you is gravity. Gravity is acting against your body, and everything that you do in related to using your strength is going to be affected by gravity. Right? If you pick up something heavy or something that's, even if it's light, if you're in the wrong position, you can hurt yourself. You could reach for a can and hurt your shoulder. So that's, because you're out of position. And when you're out of position and you lift wrong because the joint isn't moving correctly, you're really forcing that movement. So when you're doing movements fast, the tendency to hurt yourself is more, because you can override, the conflict in motion. So like if you're doing a kick, if you do it fast, you can pull a muscle. Because when you lift your leg to extend it and it's not relaxed, the muscle's not going to like it, and it's going to resist it. Then you try to do the kick because there's a thing called mind over matter, because that's what intent is. The mind says do this, you just kind of do that, right? So if you do something fast and you're not prepared for it, then the chance of injury is more likely. So when you play sports, or you're running and you're doing something like that, and then you try to kick the ball, and it doesn't, you're in the wrong position, you're off balance, and you still try to do that, you're going to hurt yourself. And if you're on slippery grass and you slide and you end up in a split, you're going to injure your muscles. So that's how we typically get hurt. So people that are younger, kids, they don't actually injure themselves as badly because their body's a little more flexible. They don't have the resistance that a older person would have, because the muscles are not, in always a defensive mode. When your body's in a defensive mode, as soon as something happens, you panic, and then you end up hurting yourself. So that's kind of, the explanation of why, things happen as you get older. So prevention of age-related degeneration has to do with building flexibility, range of motion, and moving properly. So when you shift your weight, when you move your feet like this, it seems pretty simple, but you're moving, the bones in your feet, you're moving the bones in the lower half of your body, and developing a sensation or a sense of what that feels like when you shift weight. And that eventually becomes agility of footwork. And we have that even when you start the form. The first thing you do is actually maneuver in the soles of your feet. Because when we shift our weight, when we learn it, we shift, and then we kind of do this and we move the foot. So you see, newer people would do this. Here's a sample of a person, because they don't know how to pivot, because they don't know that you have to engage the ball of the foot. So once you kind of learn that movement, you know that's preparation. When you shift and you pivot and you put this down and you shift, that all happens to stay balanced and get that front foot up. We end up doing it just by mimicking the movement, knowing that we're going to just go like that. But there's no principles involved there. We have to shift our weight. We have to maneuver the unweighted foot. We have to shift that weight to fill the other side. We have to move to the center to maintain a center of balance, and then we move up. Now, you say, well, why do you have to go through all those detailed steps? Because you're programming motion into the body methodically. Because if you don't learn methodically, you just kind of do it, and that's how you get hurt, or that's why you lose your balance. Because the body itself, between the mind and body relationship, doesn't exist. So you just kind of fumble and stumble through the day, whatever, and that's what happens. But when you do this over a period of time, what ends up happening is your body starts to pick up on that. So, intelligence has to go beyond that. It goes to the physical. That's the intelligence of the body, which really is understanding force. Your body begins to understand force based on the fact that it becomes sensitive. So you have feeling, you develop tactile relationships in the body, and that's how you actually use your movements. Because if something comes at you and you're attached like this and you don't know what that actually supposed to do, or what it feels like to attach without strength, then the tendency is to be excessive, because you don't know. So that's kind of building that, type of sensitivity. So that's how martial arts techniques are developed, for sensitivity. But on the other side of it, you first have to develop the pattern, and then the reference points are really positions that become effective based on the fact that you have the geometry of position. So when we're like this and we separate the hands, we have strum the lute. But strum the lute is this. In the body form, you're like this. So you're actually kind of slanted. So this is called, I call it the oblique torso. And you have the center line position. So when you're in an equilateral triangle, it looks like this. It's even, it's square. When you turn your spine and your hands track that center line, you've created the strum the lute position with the oblique position in the stance, and then so you're like this. So like an on-guard position, your hand is like this. So that's more of what you would use in a self-defense situation, where your hands are like this, like boxers. They put the hands up, that's on guard. So when your hands go to vertical, you're setting up an on-guard position, and that on-guard position becomes lower defensive mechanism, or protecting of this half, center line, and right and left from here to here is so when we turn right and we turn left, we turn this way, turn the hand this way. That's divert and block. Now we see the hand, but if you look at the forearm, and you look at the forearm, if this hand goes across to here in front of the shoulder, and I turn a little bit more, if you imagine a line going right through here, anything in that space would get intercepted when I turn. So that's a right and left motion. So in Tai Chi we say turn right and turn left. So that's what that is, right? But the geometry of position creates the mechanical advantage, and the shape of that position becomes a deflection. You're actually intercepting, and there's a deflection because of the angle of that position. So when we look at this one in the front view, we see that there's an angular position, and we come back to center. If we turn this way, we're here. So we see that this is like this. When we cross the hand, it's like this. So if I use this shape and this shape, that's your oblique arm position, you actually have a cross hand position. So when you're in a cross hand position, that's this, right? When you lift to carry target the mountain, you drop your elbows, you pass to a cross hand position, and then you lower to the hoop, right? So if I brought this hand to here and I brought this hand to center, there's my center line. If I turn my waist, that reproduced this. You see, this hand position and this shoulder shows you the oblique, right? That's a cross hand. Because when your body is square, you see the squareness of position. When the hand is here and here, this is actually overreaching. So to avoid the overreaching, what did you do? What'd you do? You go to here and you turn 45 degrees. So what you created was a passive movement, creating the same action without overreaching. So this is natural. This becomes a little bit extreme. So if you were to deflect or block something, you would not want to do this. Because when you're in the extreme position and someone presses on his elbow, you're actually in a disadvantaged position. But if you went like this and you turn, when they push, you can turn back. If you're in an extreme position, you can't turn back because you're locked. You see, so that's how your body mechanics actually would work, effectively. Not resisting force, but actually, being able to maneuver out of it. So maneuverability always is not to be on the extreme side. Like even if you're driving your car, when you're at the extreme speed and you're in a close quarters, you don't have maneuverability. So the tendency if something gets in your way, there's going to be some kind of collision. But if you have maneuverability because you're aware of what's around you, then you look for the open space, or you look to be in a situation where you can't be like confined. But if you're in a confined position, what do? You slow it down, right? So when you're confronted with an opponent, you want to not be confined because you're going to be, compromised because you're in the weakest position. So that's kind of strategy. Anyone that has studied, that side of it, and that's more on the, that's a whole level of learning. They used to say 10 years of Tai Chi form, 10 years of application. That's just as a general statement. But if you start to evolve and start to understand as you're evolving, it's happening simultaneously. Because if we talk about structure and position, you're already learning something about how that movement would be applied. So there's a lot to it, but learning to apply the technique actually becomes more of how you understand your anatomy and your body motions. So that's really what we have to understand. Because if you understand it, then their tendency to practice is going to be different. If you just do the movements based on what you think you saw, then you're really not understanding something beyond that level of perception. It's just a visual perception. When we're in a diagonal flying, or we're in part the horses made, those shapes start to make they start to become important. And accuracy of movement only comes through that experience, because if it doesn't know what it should feel like, then when you go to position, your shoulders might be like this. When you do the elbow might be out. So those are things we try to avoid, and avoiding those really become releasing the tension. So sometimes when you do the brush knee, try not to leave your elbow out like that. The elbows relax. So when you do a brush knee, you really pass through center as it descends, and it descends, synchronizing the descending motion with the twisting, the turning, and the forward back. So this is where your forward, right, left, center directions come together, because now you're dealing with volume, space. When we're here, there's the volume and the spaces because we're covering. And how big does that volume have to be? It only has to be this, 90 degrees to your center, because everything else moves around that. And then if you want to go outside of that, then you turn your feet and you take a step. So that's kind of what we have to look at it as. All right, I think we're gonna bow. Phew. Too much talking. Okay, bow. Yeah. say, say,
You know, I knew it instinctively. The first time I said, remember when I said to you, there's really a lot to this? I mean, I recognize it, but can I?
you can. I did it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but you started it again, doing this like the
Oh. Oh. When the lotus flower opens.
Some people say pop.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's not.
Yeah.
And the cute,
Well, you have to be there to be this to time it, because
cute
they kind of open slowly.